We had to make sure by the end of today's video, we have all of our 8-foot posts in place, 28 posts concreted in, so that tomorrow we're running mesh to have the 6-foot fence right up. This is all the dirt we just got. We're about to dump it right here, and then we're gonna spread it around. I'm gonna send the other yard towards the mountain tortoises and probably give them actually a mountain, a legit mountain of dirt. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Oh, today, we're breaking some fencing here on the ranch because we have a bunch of new fence we have to put on the other side of the property. We have raw fishing here because it's his day off. And whoa! Did it work? No, it didn't work, but we already did all that. It worked real well, but this post we knew we were gonna have a problem with. We're gonna retie it and break this 4x4 out. Do it again. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Oh, almost took the mango tree down with it. Thankfully, my mom wasn't outside, but you can see the water line. All the water's coming out of there. That is just a full water line. We're gonna cut the rest, and we're taking it out in chunks to our bulk pickup pile. Perfect. All right, so we're cutting that. We still want this water right here, because if you guys know from the other videos we've been doing, we're gonna be putting turtles and tortoises over here, and we might be putting our whole entire quail operation to this side as well to get it away from our nursery of baby turtles. We're knocking it all out, fencing it all down. We had to make sure by the end of today's video, we have all of our 8-foot posts in place, 28 posts concreted in, so that tomorrow we're running mesh to have the 6-foot fence right up. We're pulling it all out little by little. We're almost there. Our buddy will be coming soon with an auging machine. If you didn't know what an auging machine is, it's like a trolley looking thingy, and you go into the ground. We'll pre-drill our holes on the fence line. As you guys know, my parents got me this probably a long time ago, and the whole deal was I stay in the U. They have the inside, so the whole U is mine. Little by little, I've been redoing the property fence line so I can have it higher for other animals and all that stuff. Everything all the way around on that side is all done. This is the last area that has to get done. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more poles to go, and this whole entire fence is down. All we got to do is start getting the poles into the ground. We still got to do the front, but we're not going to do that yet. We have a little bit more. We still have to do the whole back side as well. But the whole reason why we're getting this done ASAP right now is because we got to move turtles and tortoises over here. Because as you know, if you guys have been following along, our cassowaries are a 1.5 years old already, and by the time the year is over, we have to have them in a brand new enclosure, so it's nice and secured and strong for them when they become sexually matured, and that's going to happen in the next few months. So it's just a timing process, and the weather's getting real cool now. I'll show you the brand of mesh that I like to use. I've had it here now for probably about a month. I got it. This is Red brand. It's really strong gauge. Is what I like to use. I'm pretty much around the whole property. It's 2x4 mesh. It gets shipped right to your house. It comes from Illinois, and it's a great brand. It's very strong and it lasts forever. I've had most of it on the property now for close to 8 to 9 years, and it doesn't wear and tear or go bad whatsoever. It's the next day. It's time to get the mesh and start putting it on our post. We have all our posts in place, ready to go. As you can see, looking that way, and as you can see, looking that way, we have our post in place. We are all concreted, ready to go. We put about 1.5 bags for each one. We don't have big animals going on this side whatsoever. It's really just for the dogs. And like I said, we're gonna have the turtles and tortoises over there. But we are gonna still have our mesh in the inside of the fence line. Why? Because let's say if we do decide to have the capybaras walking over here because there's a lot of grass, they can graze, and I don't have to have landscapers come over here, they can eat the grass. We want the mesh to be on this side, so if they push up against it, it doesn't pop it off just in case. But we're making sure that all the fencing and everything is at regulations for all of the animals on the other side, so expanding the spot as well. So it's just me and my sister today. We have these wire cutters, we have the hammer, and we have our U-nails. There is actually a new tool out there. It's pretty cool. It's like a nail gun, but for U-nails that you hit it, and it just goes right into place. I've seen a few people that had it, but it's not that big of a fence line, and at the end of the day, I'm not gonna become lazy now. When I did the whole entire property without that tool, and they just came out with that tool maybe 6-7 months ago. So you have a little bit of left, why not? We're going old style, and we're doing hammer and nail, because why the heck not? For the new property, we'll definitely be getting the freaking gun, because that gun is definitely very strong, and that gun for 45 acres would be useful than just a hammer and nails. It's gonna take a long time. So I told my sister to move her car out of the way because we're gonna pull this one out. So I'm gonna back this one out real quick. Oh Lord. All right, here we go. All right, these rolls are pretty freaking heavy. Now that I'm looking, it looks like I might have a little bit too much mesh. I always buy more than I need, but we still have to do the other side as well. Me and my sister are gonna pick up this roll, and we're gonna start all the way at the end over there towards the building and bring ourselves and have enough to cut all the way to this post right here. So that's gonna be one full section. Then we're gonna start from here and go all the way to the end, because right here we're gonna have a new gate We had a small 4-foot gate before, but now we're gonna put a 6-by-6-foot gate. Why? For our regulations for all our animals. So it's gonna be a nice big gate. And then this is gonna be a perfect little entryway as well to have our wheelbarrow connected to our golf cart to go around and feed all the turtles and tortoises. We're not gonna have to go all the way to the back of the property anymore to feed the turtles and tortoises because they're gonna be here in the front. And we're gonna be doing a lot of cool things as well that we could go over as well. So that are going to be protected for our animals, protected from predators, protected from crazy people and all that stuff. We're going to have, you know, we're going to put barbed wire, we're going to have cameras, we're going to have the whole 9 yards on this part of the section because of the fact of over there was protected, but it wasn't as secured as I wanted it to be. And now that we're moving it, we're going to do it the 9, 10, 20 yards stronger than it was before. Let's pick up this roll and I'll meet you guys on the bottom. Me and my sister will. All right, so we're connecting our 2x3s right now to the end of the fence. We rolled the whole entire mesh out all the way to the end to where we needed to go. We gave ourselves another 4 or 5 foot of extra pieces just in case because it's only going to right here, but we're not all the way to the end over there. So we're gonna drag it to the end, nail it to the 2 last posts, connect it to a rope to the 2x3 to the golf cart, and pull that freaking heck out of it that way. So it just bends it nice and straight, and then we'll hammer it all in place. We'll park the golf cart over there. We don't have to worry about stretching and stretching and stretching it. We just keep it nice and tight all the way around. I'm gonna add one more screw to this 2x3 so it's nice and tight. And we are good there. We have it all cut, ready to go. Pull it to the end, stand this up, and start nailing. So it's been a few days since we've put in the new fence up. We're still waiting for our main gate that goes right there, and then our main gate over there as well. But it's been beautiful outside here in South Florida, so I needed to get this stuff going. We just picked up 10, 12-foot metal roofing panels. These things are expensive as heck now. I use them all around the property, and I really like them as well to go around the perimeter of my whole property. It helps so the turtles don't climb out. It helps for the turtles not to see through, and it helps for hatchlings not to see through as well. So I put it around all my perimeters of my fencing all the time, and it just helps they can't get through it. So we bought 10 of them right here, and we're gonna start from this section here, go all the way to that corner, and go all the way to the next post that's over there. It is gonna be approximately 36 by 25 feet of an enclosure for my breeding group of redfoot tortoises. So that is what we're doing right now. We throw the camera up, try to see if we can get a little bit of footage for you guys. We're gonna start screwing it all in, get it going, because tomorrow we're getting the gates, and tomorrow we're gonna move the redfoots. So stay tuned for that, follow along, it's gonna be fun. And I'm excited to finally move the tortoises to their own complete section that they will not get bothered by any other animals. It'll be pretty cool. That's it, let's do it. So these sheets are 12 foot long each. I like to overlap them about 3 to 4 inches. So obviously from that fence line to right here is probably 26 foot. I would say that's about 3 foot right there. So we're going to get a small extra little piece right there. I'm not going to use an entire 12-footer to put right there to cover that spot. So that's all right. We got to there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have another 5 more right there. So we're going to pretty much go all the way down without a situation. And then we'll have it completely buried off. You can see on the bottom, there is some gappings and stuff, but that's okay because I'm probably going to make one lower section over here in the corner because that will be an area for all the water to hold up when it rains, and then it'll give a little natural little mud hole pool spot for the turtles and tortoises. So it's always good to have a nice little wallow spot for them. So we'll keep on going. All right, so on both ends we have probably about 6 foot right there, but we still have to come all the way to this side all the way. So once we do that, we'll add the rest of the metal. But for right now, we just added probably close to about 90 to 100 yards of metal roof panels all the way on the bottom. You can see some of the divots in the bottom where there's sunlight, that's fine. We'll add sand all there, dirt there, mulch there. We'll figure it all out. Like I said, we're gonna make probably lower areas in some parts so that they can have a mud wallow. But now once all the metal is in place, now we could really see where we are going to make and how big we're gonna make the tortoise enclosures of each species. So the gates are still not here, but time is running out for absolutely nothing except my time. I have ADHD, and I want to start planting and start adding dirt and all that stuff. And like we mentioned a little bit ago, that there's holes all on the bottom of this metal. Well, we need to add dirt. Instead of buying bags of dirt, I bought 4 yards of dirt. Only 3 fit on the trailer. Throwing 3 down, we're gonna spread it all around the sides, and that is actually gonna be really well and help the tortoises dig. It is actually prime laying season right now, so they're gonna be a little tad stressed out from getting moved, but with all this fresh good dirt, they're gonna be really happy just to release all their eggs. So this is all the dirt we just got. We're about to dump it right here, and then we're gonna spread it around. I'm gonna send the other yard towards the mountain tortoises and probably give them actually a mountain, a legit mountain of dirt. It's a good idea. It's good for their exercises and even for these redfoots too, just to go up and down all around and have a good time. So we got our main gate in right here to head into our turtle and tortoise area. We still have to do a little bit of adjustments, but this thing is bad to the bone. Really, really like it. We match all the other gates, like if you see down there on that side. We got another black gate. We're gonna take you guys to the other side over here, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna set up the turtles and tortoises. So as you guys saw a couple minutes ago, we dropped off 4 yards of dirt. We still haven't spreaded them yet because we've been busy on other projects. But this left section right here underneath the starfruit tree and a couple of these palm trees, it's gonna be our redfoot section. Next section over is gonna be an 8 foot by 24. We're gonna divide it in half, and we're gonna probably put our radiateds and stars for now so that they get raised up in these sections, and we're gonna plant them really, really nice so they're set and ready to go. Then we're gonna skip a section, pretty much gonna be the star tortoise area. Once they grow up, they'll move over. They just don't need it in giant area right now. Then this is gonna be our eastern hermit tortoise area in pretty much the direct sun, but we're gonna add a bunch of plants, like tall salt grasses and all that stuff, because that's where they naturally come from. Hills, logs, all kinds of really, really cool environment. But it's gonna be 2 separate pins. Why? Because I was talking to a couple friends of mine, and they say having large group of easterns doesn't work well at all. So it's better to have them in a divided group and smaller breeding colonies. So that's what we're gonna do. Next up to the side is we are gonna put all of our wood turtle breeders over here right now. The reason why we're gonna put them here for right now is because if you turn around on that side, that's gonna be all of our box and wood turtle section. But we don't have the budget for that right now. We're not gonna do that right now. So we're gonna put them here for right now, set them all up nice and planted in red and everything to get them out from the back of the building. So we have all the turtles and tortoises here. So it's easier to feed, take care of, and all that. And we're gonna make this a small little shaded area, like a little greenhouse, but it's gonna be like a small little mini example of what we're building on the other side times 10. And then from this post right here, and from you guys all the way in that corner to about right here, this is going to be where our cherry heads and our Burmese black mountain tortoises are going to go. They have a nice tree here already. It's going to be really, really cool. And we're going to try to make every single enclosure except the wood turtle enclosure have all identical houses for them all. But other than that, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video here at Blake's Exotic Animal Ranch. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, put your post notifications on, because we have a lot of videos to show you guys with every individual tortoise enclosure we're going to make, and we're going to go into depth with all of them. So if you guys are big turtle and tortoise keepers, lovers, make sure you're following along for all the upcoming videos for you all. Give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.